You know, it's a real concern because in Hawaii, the area does not get hit by hurricanes very often. You'd think Central Pacific it would happen. It just doesn't statistically. So the question is, how much shelter space is there across the island chain? And this system's a monster. Yesterday, Category 5. Today down to Category 4, but you can see the system is essentially as large as the entire island chain itself. It is starting to rain a bit on the Big Island. There's that well-formed eye wall, always an indicator of strength of the system. So it's only a couple hundred miles away from the Big Island. Honolulu is out there, and it's going to get close to Honolulu. We're looking at 6 to 12 inches of rain. Some spots could see up to 24 inches of rain. We're talking about winds as well, and huge surf, up to 25-foot surf. So again, winds 150, Category 4, setting the model into motion. You can see how it turns north and stays fairly strong here. It's going to get somewhat close, probably maybe 80 miles away from the Big Island, and then continues to push up toward Honolulu as we get into Thursday. Still winds 115, and the proximity is really important because the winds hug the eye wall here. The modeling is putting the center a little further south. The hurricane center path here, the central path, that is not the entire forecast. It's a cone for a reason. It can go either side of that main line. And as we continue to push out toward Friday, the system's still breaking across, or at least very, very threatening to all of the islands, especially the western islands. So there you can see kind of the time frame we're most concerned about, especially in Honolulu, is Thursday through Saturday. We'll continue to track it. Here's a look at the current conditions across our area. Paso 77, elsewhere temperatures are very close to 70 degrees. The winds currently about 15 to 20 miles per hour. Weather watchers today, 81 in Santa Barbara, 93 Cuyama, 77 Goleta, Morro Bay 66 today, Paso Robles 85, pretty nice day, well below the average of 92, 77 San Luis, 72 in Lompoc. So we do have some storms over the Four Corners region, but they stay off to the east. For us, again, we're sort of straddling this weather pattern here. It is going to be clear in the interior and warm. We'll see temperatures back in the 80s, but some morning cloud cover, even in the valleys, will keep things mild. Some drizzle possible near the coast. And then tomorrow afternoon, the breeze up to 20. I think it clears out the skies nicely. So here's a look at Paso Robles' hourly forecast up into the middle 80s. Essentially the same as today. I'm going 1 degree higher. Not a big difference. Santa Maria looking like this. Temperature 74 degrees at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but we're not really there for long. A long ramp up, getting rid of the marine clouds early, and then the breeze late, pulling temperatures back into the mid 60s by 6 o'clock. And San Luis Obispo, middle 70s. In the middle of the afternoon, and then temperatures basically fading off by 5 and 6. We've had this trough in the area, and we will see more of that. That's just an upper level dent in the jet stream. And what it does, it weakens surface high pressure. High pressure is the fuel to big time heat waves. And we see nothing like that. This is basically the opposite of the pattern we saw over the last, say, 25 days, where it was warm every day in the interior. So we see enough disturbances in the pattern to keep temperatures mild. No rain or anything like that significant outside of marine drizzle. So 74, Santa Maria 77, San Luis 80, Santa Barbara, Santa Ynez Valley temperatures, low 80s, low 90s in the Cuyama Valley. In the 5 cities, 74 in AG and Nipomo, 65 Pismo Beach, North Coast, 63 Morro Bay, 74 Avila, 85 Atascadero, and the extended forecast trend, there isn't much of one. Up a little Monday at the coast, down a little Monday in the interior. But not to make too much of all of that. Kathy, Dustin, back to you guys.